So now I'm going to show you a few other outfits I've worn through the years. This is like an old standby if I'm like in a rush to do something or go online on Halloween, because we didn't really have Halloween the last couple of years. And I think I just wore this as a last minute thing at one point. Now you might think, now what's going on with this here? Well, it was dress I wore it with. I had like if I remember right, it was just like a plain black tunic type of dress, and jester socks, harlequin socks, tights. I've had these for years. I don't know. It's like I bought them just like randomly one year. I thought they looked kind of funky, and then I ended up not wearing them for a long time. I'm like, hey, I need an outfit, so I wore those with that. And then the year that I decided I was going to make an outfit with that, I could not find a jester hat, so I made an attempt at my own jester hat. It's only two things. Normally jester hats I have four, so I kind of threw that together, and I had it connected to a headband. Didn't stay on too well, but it worked for the night. It was like, I don't know, good 20 years ago maybe. We went down to the big Halloween thing on Santa Monica Boulevard in West Hollywood. And this was part of a pirate costume, the cummerbund sash, brown vest, and then I kind of fluffed this out, puffed it out because I didn't have a ruffled shirt. I used that, and then the scarf I tied around my head, and of course there were two lines of beads that came down, little fancy. That had been an earring, and then a skull thing. I think at one point I even had remember I had a strand with a miniature die on it. Yeah, I think there were three things on there originally, one on each side, and this came down the middle with like, fake coin on it. So that was my pirate outfit. And then I just had black pants and some black scrunchy boots with it. And then one year I went as a bride in mourning, or the bride of death, whatever you want to call it. And a material that had like spider web on it. And I just, threw that over my face as a veil. And then I had a long skirt that had that same material. I put that over the skirt. And then there was some grayish that I used to make a train. It was underneath, and then the back it trailed out like a train of a wedding dress. And that's that outfit. And here's my groovy 60s costume. Now I do have a picture of myself in that, but because the picture was taken before I was doing videos, you can't really see me wearing it because it would probably cut off my head to show you the whole outfit. So that's my groovy miniskirt, my 60s outfit. That's that one. And this was my French maid costume. It's kind of a plain top. And frilly skirt. And then my apron. Now I didn't really have a cap when I when I did that outfit. So from a distance, this is a barrette that I had. So I wore that actually on top of my head because at a distance it kind of looked like a cap. But I had debated this one, which would have made me a creepy French maid, because he has a little skull on it that fits like just right in the front of your right in front of your head when you wear that. So I decided against that. I just wore that because it looked like a cap from a distance. I'm going to tell you about this apron though. Years ago when I was young, I was in a community theater group, and we were supposed to do scenes together, but I didn't really live near any of the people, and I was a little bit younger than them because it's right in between the age groups of the children's and the adults. So they put me in the adults because I'd already done some plays. And at one point, the man said, well, if you can't get together with someone, you can do like a soliloquy type thing. And he says, I don't care what you guys do for a scene. You could even say, Mary Had a Little Lamb if you want. He just wanted to see what we were like. So my mom, like, you know what? We're going to do Mary Had a Little Lamb, and we're going to do it 3 different ways. So she made just this ruffle here, just the ruffle on the apron. And I used it, in 3 different ways. I used it like a boa, and then I used it as like a little, almost like a little bonnet I wrapped around my head. I said it like a little girl, and the boa, I said it like a sexy lady. And I don't remember, I said it like a drunk woman too. I don't remember what I did with a drunk woman. Maybe it was like slung over my shoulder or something. I don't remember now. But then when we did the play, it was a melodrama that the guy had written himself, the director of the community program. And so I was a maid in that. So Mom took that ruffle and made the apron out of it. So now I kept it all these years.